On his Late Show, Stephen Colbert voiced his disappointment with the court's decision to overlook certain aspects of the hush money trial between Donald Trump and Stormy Daniels. Specifically, Colbert expressed his frustration with the lack of attention paid to Trump's alleged affair with the porn star during the course of the prosecution.
I have just recently been told, who is the witness today? This is unprecedented. No time for lawyers to prepare. No judge has ever run a trial in such a biased and partisan.
The recent court appearance of Stormy Daniels as a witness in a trial involving Donald Trump marked a major moment in American legal history. This controversy began in the early morning as Daniels prepared to testify about hush money. Trump took to social media to express his frustration and accuse the judge of bias, though the comment was quickly deleted. However, Stephen Colbert caught wind of it and mentioned it on his show, proving that nothing stays hidden for long.
It did not occur to you or your lawyers that the Stormy Daniels hush money trial might involve an appearance by Stormy Daniels? That's like a cook at Burger King saying, "Oh my God, someone ordered a Whopper. What do we do? I had all these kale Caesars ready to go."
Colbert found humor in Trump's deleted post and used it to draw attention to the stark contrast between Stormy Daniels' testimony and a Burger King cook's inability to make a Whopper. The joke emphasized the absurdity of Trump's protest, especially considering Daniels' potential significance as a witness in the hush money case. Despite the trial proceeding, the deleted post lingered in the minds of witnesses and raised doubts about Trump's tactics and the fairness of the proceedings. While some saw it as a desperate attempt to discredit the trial, others interpreted it as a sign of Trump's unease with Daniels' testimony. However, Trump's tension only increased when he posted a video criticizing the court's bias and lack of preparation time for his attorney. Colbert made sure to point out the irony of Trump's allegations of bias given his own history of controversial remarks and actions.
Trump's lawyers tried to prevent Stormy from testifying today before she took the stand. Trump's team objected to her including any details of any sexual act to which prosecutors promised details that are too salacious will not be admitted, and that in terms of the sexual act, it's not going to involve any description of genitalia.
Trump's legal team made every effort to prevent Stormy Daniels from discussing any sensitive topics during her court appearance. Specifically, they forbade her from revealing any details about her intimate relationship with the former president. Although the prosecution team agreed to avoid certain offensive topics, they still sought to use Daniels' testimony to shed light on the details of the affair and the hush money payment. Despite the opposition she faced, Daniels remained strong and resolute, determined to share her story with the world. Throughout the proceedings, she was closely monitored, yet she refused to back down or be intimidated. In the end, her courage and persistence paid off as she was able to testify to the truth of her experiences, even in the face of attempts to silence her. In response to Trump's team's attempts to deny and ridicule the affair, Daniels stood tall and spoke her truth.
Boo! Want to hear about his itsy bitsy teeny weeny? Those aren't polka dots linguini. Now what we did...
Colbert teased their intense romance and dubbed them with playful monikers such as Stumpy and the famous duo. Nonetheless, he refrained from delving into the specifics of Trump's anatomy in a comical manner.
There you go. That it? That makes sense? Yep. What we did get was a thorough retelling of their one night of passionate sexing, when Trump and Stormy became the celebrity couple, Stumpy. What? I'm sorry, I forgot. Not supposed to describe his genitalia.
Colbert shared a different anecdote regarding the encounter between Stormy and Trump. The two first met at a celebrity golf event in 2006 when Trump was 60 years old and Stormy was 27. Stormy recounted her experience of that night.
Stormy testified that Trump invited her to dinner through his bodyguard, and that once she arrived at his hotel, he emerged wearing silk or satin.
During her encounter with a 60-year-old man, Colbert poked fun at the outfit she was wearing. His comment was along the lines of this:
details that are too salacious will not be admitted, and that in terms of the sexual act, it's not going to involve any description of genitalia.
Upon arrival to the hotel room, Stormy emerged donning luxurious pajamas and proudly displayed them to Trump. She humorously claimed to have swiped them from Hugh Hefner's closet. Despite their plans to dine together, they never made it to the restaurant. Trump monopolized the conversation, talking incessantly about himself and even flaunting a magazine with his face on the cover. Stormy eventually grew frustrated and jokingly suggested hitting him with the magazine. It was then that Trump realized she was not interested in him romantically.
Trump talked endlessly about himself and showed her a copy of a new magazine that featured him on the cover. Stormy interrupted and said, "Are you always this rude? You don't even know how to..."
Stormy then brought up a contentious issue.
Stormy then told Trump that someone should slap him with the magazine, and then she spanked him with it, quote, right on the butt.
After they settled down for dinner, Stormy asked about Melania, Trump's wife. She then suggested that they watch Trump's reaction to her question.
After the spanking, Stormy said that they sat down to dinner in the hotel suite where she asked about Melania, and he told her not to worry because they didn't even sleep in the...
Colbert playfully suggested that Trump couldn't have slept in the same bed as Stormy Daniels because of her loud snoring. However, Trump didn't stop there. He went on to make a comparison between his own daughter and Daniels.
"You remind me of my daughter."
A new layer of complexity to the ongoing controversy. Nonetheless, the ongoing drama became more intricate with the addition of a comparison between Stormy Daniels and Ivanka Trump.
About venereal diseases in the adult industry, asking her if she ever had a bad test. "Because I passed mine with flying colors. Person, woman, man, camera, STD."
The trial involving Trump was already scandalous, but it became even more intriguing when another layer of controversy was added. This fueled the public's curiosity and suspicion towards Trump's behavior and character. Colbert took a jab at Trump for inquiring about Daniels' potential diseases or bed tests, which added to the criticism of Trump's simplistic mindset.
They went to the bathroom in Trump's suite and saw a leather-looking toiletry bag. Nope. Again, we're not supposed to describe Trump's...
Upon concluding her dinner, Stormy Daniels made her way towards the Trump restroom. What did she come across during her visit?
Objection, Your Honor. No, Your Honor. Objection. There is no way that woman had sex with my daddy because she didn't once mention him giving a special kiss to her belly button. Because that's where the baby comes out.
It seems that Donald Trump is having a rather challenging day today. The reason for this is the unexpected arrival of his son, Eric Trump. Now, Eric is quite unaware of the political games that his father is known to play, and this has caused quite a stir amongst those around them. In fact, it has even caused the typically composed and controlled bear, who was observing the scene, to lose his cool and chuckle. It is clear that Donald Trump's political games are not only causing him trouble with his political opponents, but also with those closest to him. It is no surprise that Eric may be unaware of the extent of his father's political dealings, given that he has been busy running his own businesses. However, it does seem that this lack of awareness is causing some tension amongst the family. Perhaps this is an opportunity for Donald Trump to reflect on the impact that his political games are having on those around him. It is easy to get caught up in the game of politics, but it is important to remember that there are real people and relationships at stake. Hopefully, this experience will serve as a wake-up call to Donald Trump, and he will start to reconsider his approach to politics.
Gag order. You ask me a question, a simple question, I'd like to give it, but I can't talk about it. Because this judge has given me a gag order and said you'll go to jail if you violate it. And frankly, you know what? Our Constitution is much more important than jail. It's not even close. I'll do that sacrifice.
During the trial, the judge had imposed a strict gag order on all participants, witnesses, and anyone else who could potentially influence the outcome of the case. This included a ban on any comments or posts on social media that could be perceived as prejudicial or could sway public opinion. To enforce this order, the judge had imposed a penalty of $100 for every post made on the internet that made fun of the witnesses or participants in the trial. This was done to prevent future violations and to ensure that the integrity of the trial was maintained. Colbert, being a satirical comedian, was quick to address this issue on his show. He clarified the specifics of the penalty and its applicability to each of the 9 posts that had already been made. Moreover, he showed that the judge had warned Trump that if he broke the law 10 more times and posted anything on social media that could potentially influence the outcome of the trial, he would be sent to jail. In light of this warning, Trump had decided not to post post any comments on social media for just one day after coming out of court. This decision was met with much amusement and ridicule from the audience, who were well aware of Trump's penchant for posting inflammatory and controversial comments on social media. Overall, the gag order and the penalty imposed by the judge served as a reminder of the importance of maintaining the integrity of the legal system and the need to prevent any outside interference in the trial process.
Everybody's known that story for years. That's what most people don't realize, is that in South Dakota, they've used that story to attack me in my political campaigns for years. I wanted people to know the truth.
Recent news reports have revealed that South Dakota Governor Kristi Noem has been involved in a highly controversial incident involving her pet dog, Chrysit. The governor has been accused of killing her 14-month-old dog, citing its aggressive and untrainable behavior as the reason for her actions. In a recent interview, Governor Noem clarified her position and explained that Chrysit had become a danger to her family and was behaving aggressively towards her children. This, she claimed, had left her with no other choice but to take drastic action to protect her family. However, many animal rights activists and pet owners have criticized the governor for her actions, arguing that there are other options available for dealing with aggressive pets. They argue that the governor's decision to kill her dog sets a dangerous precedent and sends the wrong message to pet owners everywhere. Moreover, Governor Noem's appeal to the public to consider placing themselves in a difficult situation highlighted the complex and emotionally charged nature of pet ownership. Many pet owners have faced similar dilemmas in the past, where they have had to choose between their children's safety and the welfare of their pets. In conclusion, the controversy surrounding Governor Noem's decision to kill her pet dog has brought to the forefront the complex and often challenging nature of pet ownership. While there may be no easy solutions to such situations, it is important for pet owners to consider all options carefully and to seek help and advice before taking drastic action.